Welcome to the top of the morning show. It's your girl TT from the D, and I am super excited about this morning's topic. First, I want to say thank you to all of our listeners across the globe. Super excited that we have our show heard in several different countries. What a blessing. What a blessing to know that you're not only heard in your own country, the United States, but several others. Some I can't even pronounce, and I'm humbled when I read the analytics and see that, and I just appreciate you guys. Truly, I do. This morning's topic was inspired by something that I saw on television while I was preparing dinner last night, and it just really took me, it made me smile, and it made me think of myself, people I know, people I don't know, but us as a people in general. And it brought me to this topic this morning: passion versus hunger. What are you passionate about? What are you hungry about? And is there a difference? The difference between passion and hunger is passion is that first gear that you shift into to get you going. It's like driving your car, whether it's an automatic or a stick, right? The first gear. You're coasting, you're taking off. And as you shift with hunger, which will get you there, right? Hunger can be a beautiful thing. It can make you want something and be like, oh, I can't wait to have it. And you look forward to it, you work at it. But it also could be one of those, you'll take anything because you just want to feed that hunger pain. But when you're passionate, you really be putting in that work, right? Passion drives that focus point for us. It allows us to engage in activities that bring us joy. A lot of us in our regular 9-to-5s, it's not our passion that we're feeding. It's a need. We got to pay bills, right? Light bill, gas bill, mortgage or rent, right? Credit card bills, you name it. You get it, right? But it's a lot of the times it's that job after the 9-to-5 that feeds our passion, because we are grinding. Many of us know what it's like to grind. We are in grind season in most cases. And then you think about giving up that 9-to-5 because she said, I'm going to just step out on faith. And kudos to everybody who's been able to just say, you know what? I'm going to step out on faith and just do it. It's hard to do that when you have a family, unless you have a significant other or a spouse that says, you know what, honey, I support you. I support your dream. Sometimes we got to give ourselves a little window, right? Or prepare that cushion and say, you know what? If we've been rocking and rolling and depending on two incomes, because in most households we do, you got to not put that pressure on that one spouse or that significant other where it's like, I'm going to chase my dream and I'm just going to walk away from reality. I'm not going to work. I'm not going to do this 9-to-5 thing because I got to really, really sow into my vision. Okay, that's cool. But you can't let your family or your life suffer. I known some people who totally lost their homes and their cars and just said, I'm just going to wing it. I'm just going to wing it. And I'm like, okay. I mean, that's crazy radical faith. And I got faith, but I'm also like, I don't know, because I think about those children that I have and the spouse that I have. And I'm like, I don't want extra pressure to be on my spouse or my children to lack for basic necessities or things that they even want. That's not even a big deal. But yet, if I just walk away from my regular 9-to-5 and pursue my goal, will I be able to sustain? A lot of times we are afraid, so we might say, no, we won't. But think about this. If you give it your 150, you know how you get up every day and you go to work, you punch the clock or not. If you're salary, there's no clock to punch, but you're at their beck and call, right? If you say, I'm going to give it that same drive because I know I got to grind. I'm going to network and politic. That means that you're going to allow your iron to be sharpened by other iron, putting yourself in the know. Right? Putting yourself in the know. It's like, all right, cool. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for a minute. I'm gonna see what's. But let me remind you. Let me promise you something. Hard work, perseverance, sacrifice. It pays off when you are doing something that you love to do because it's breathing off of the passion inside of you. It's the oxygen in your lungs that help you get up and go every day. Because you look at success, what does it look like to you? What does it look like and what did they say it should look like? It's totally up to the visionary. A lot of the times we worry about what success looks like for other people, but that's their version of success. That's their version of being hungry. What are you hungry for? I know I am hungry to do what I do full time. My passion, arts. I've been involved in the arts all my life. My mother started me out as a modern dancer and then discovered I could sing a little bit back then and made me a group. She tried to give me the tools to build the dream that I looked like I had. So kudos to my mom for that. And then I ran with it. And then I connected with other people who had like-minded spirits, right? And then you know how you go. You build together. You dream together. But then you realize like this is bigger than you. It's bigger than y'all. But everybody don't see it that way. You ever had that happen to you? Where you were like, we're going to do it. It's we. It's us. And then it just becomes you. Or it becomes them. And if it's their vision, their goal, and they brought you along the way, and you're like, I'm going to root you on, that's great. But what I had to learn the hard way is that what God has given me and gifted me with, He may have given you similar traits, but maybe it's not your vision. Maybe it's not your goal. Maybe it's not your passion. And if it's not your passion, you won't be hungry like me. I won't be hungry like you. If the vision and the passion is you have, is yours. And it brings us to this place where we're like, where do I belong? Where do I shine? Well, you shine exactly where you are. And it's okay to stand in the light with others that are shining. That don't mean that people don't see your light. That doesn't mean that they don't see your shine. That doesn't mean that you're trying to get the light and the shine from those that's already shining and presenting that light. That means that you are aligning yourself with greatness. To be so amazing, along with the amazing people that you're circling yourself around, where people can't tell where your light starts or where your light ends. Allow your passion to lead you where you want to go. Every day we wake up. We wash our face. We brush our teeth. We get dressed. We've looked in the mirror several times, to make sure everything is in its place. And when you look through the windows of your soul, those eyes, and you look in that mirror at that person that's staring back at you, the shell, the armor that you suit up and you dress up every day protects who's inside. And only you know what your passion is. Only you know what you're hungry for. Not what you told the people you're hungry for. Not what you told the people was your passion, but what they see. See, it goes back to what I was saying couple of podcast shows ago, a couple episodes ago. People are always watching. People are always listening. Give them something to look at. Give them something to hear. Give them something to feel. I say that because a lot of times we don't move when we're supposed to move because we feel like, well, no one's watching. No one will see what I'm doing. No one is here to feel this. Oh, but you're wrong. You are so wrong. If you knew how amazing your gifts were, you wouldn't keep them to yourself. You would realize that it's very selfish not to shine bright. Our gifts are connected to one another like a chain. Sometimes we get stuck because a link is loose or it's stuck. We're supposed to go link by link, inch by inch, connecting, growing, adding on, building, growing, sowing seeds into others. So many people leave this life and they don't know what their passion is because somebody told them it's stupid or you're too old for that. You shouldn't be doing that. That don't have no longevity. And so a lot of times we pack up our passion and we put it in a box and we seal it up and we put it in the basement or we put it up in the attic because somebody told us it's not worth anything. It's a waste of time. And every now and then when you're hungry for your passion, you unpack it and you reminisce over what you've done. You see what you've created and you think to yourself, how amazing that was. You remember the experience of how you felt because it's your passion. And you might shed a tear. You might get angry. You might be happy. But then you carefully wrap your passion back up and you put it back in that box and you put it back downstairs in the basement or you take it back up to the attic and you put it back in its corner out the way of life. And you come back up the stairs or you come down the stairs and you proceed to do what the world told you should be doing. But that's not your passion. You're not even hungry for what you do every day when you're not dealing with your passion. We all have a gift, several gifts, some of us. We got to find out how to allow them to shine, how to allow them to be seen, felt, heard. And it's not hard. I don't know if you know the saying or familiar with the saying, but you only need to worry about that one yes. You could be at a concert with hundreds of people. And you could say, there's so many people here and they stood out because of this, or yeah, I won't be seen like they'll be seen. Well, how do you know? We are living in a world of social media, right? You could very well be taking a picture of yourself and you know how you trying to get that perfect angle and you capture people in the background. Well, at that moment, imagine that being you and you being seen. Yet you don't have a name. They don't know you. But they say, you know what? I love the way that person hair looks, or I love that outfit, or that look that person has, or what they were doing in that video. And then it's like, I want to find that person. I wonder how can I, if people are looking and watching, hey, y'all from this area, y'all ever seen this person? You recognize this person? You just never know. Let's look for social media tags. That's why it's so important to tag events and tag things, right? You going to the Beyonce concert, you gonna tag it. So let's just say somebody was like, oh, I wonder if I could find that person. Let's look for the hashtags. Oh, yep. There she or he or they go. There's the handle. Let me reach out to them. Gonna be weird, but let me do it. You were seen. Just like that. Whatever your passion is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, allow your hunger to be so out of control that it gets you to the place where you can't wait to allow it to be free to eat it up. If you're hungry, go down and get that box out of that basement. Go up in that attic and get that box that you put away. And if you haven't come to the point in your life where you put it away, if you bought a box to put it in, whatever your garbage day is, take it out and put it on the curve. Don't box up what God gives you. Don't box it up. He gave you something. We get something every day. We get bills we don't want, friends we love and friends we don't, right? On a serious note, we get things every day. But if you got a box to box up your passion, take that thing and put it on the curve. Unfortunately, somebody will come down the street and look for that same box to put their passion in because of something I've said during this segment. Somebody told them that their passion wasn't worth anything, and they're looking to box it up and put it away. And I'm here to remind you that as long as you have oxygen in your lungs, active limbs and functioning organs, the ability to carry yourself, standing up on your own 2 feet, a voice to be heard, and eyes to see what is sometimes right in your face, go for it. Go for it, and don't worry about what nobody tells you. Take it to the God that gives you life every day and let him know that you're ready. If you're ready, let him know you're ready. And if you let him know you're ready, get ready, because you won't be able to contain what he's getting ready to give you. Well, that's all I have for you on this wonderful Tap In Tuesday morning. I hope that you'll tap in tonight. I'm going to talk about this a little deeper, I think, tonight. Might have some friends stop through and help unpack it, but hunger. If you're hungry, get you a bib, get your utensils, and get to work. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, it's your girl TT from the D, and I'll see you soon.